Hey guys, yesterday we talked about the art of Kehinde Wiley. He is a portrait artist, and we noticed how in the background of his pictures he had really ornate backgrounds that almost looks like wallpaper. So we're going to try to recreate that effect in our art, and we're going to use a technique where we could kind of repeat the patterns. So this is the background I made for my portrait. So tomorrow we're going to take our portraits and cut them out and then paste them onto the background and start coloring everything. But first you want to make the background. So you want it to be some sort of repeated pattern, and we're going to use a technique to make that happen. Now you don't want it too complicated because whatever you do, you have to trace it 4 times. So the more complicated you make this, the harder it's going to be to trace. So you want to come up with a really simple pattern, and you probably want to either draw it or trace over it with a black marker or a Sharpie so it's easier to see through your second paper. So I'm going to tip you down so you can kind of see how this works. So if you notice here that the edges, this edge right here of my template lines up with this edge. So this leaf here is completed over here on the other side. And this flower right here is completed over on the other side. That way when you trace it, it makes a continuous pattern. So I could place this anywhere here and it matches up to my design. So the way you're going to do this is you're going to take a 4.25 by 4.25 by 5.5 sheet piece of paper. You're going to fold it in half one time. Then you're going to take the edges and you're going to match them up to that center fold you just created. Then you're going to do that on the other side. So I've matched this edge of the paper to that center fold. So now you have like 2 doors like this on your paper. Then you're going to do the same thing in the other direction. So I'm going to take this, fold it over so my edges match up, crease it, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Take this edge, match it to that center fold, take this edge, match it to that center fold. So I have doors that go this direction, open and close, and then doors that go this direction that open and close. So what I'm going to do is take my doors one direction and close them. And I'm going to draw some sort of design that crosses over this opening. Okay, so I'm just going to do concentric circles, again, because you want a simple design. Okay, then I'm going to open my doors, close them the other direction, and draw a design that crosses over this gap. So I'm just going to do more concentric circles. Okay, then I'm going to open the whole thing up and any other kind of design I want to do, but you don't want this design to touch any of your edges because that'll create a weird effect on your paper. So you can do whatever you want, you just don't want your lines to touch the edge of the paper. All right, so once you're happy with your design, you're going to take a bigger sheet of paper and you're going to place it underneath, line up the corners, trace it one time, then you would move it again, put it under your paper, like here, trace it, do it right here, trace it right here, and trace it right here. And just be careful when you're tracing, you want this circle to line up with this circle. So you could kind of see how it worked over here. So this leaf here lines up with this leaf here, and then this flower lines up with this flower over here. So I just trace this 1, 2, 3, 4 times to create my finished design. And then that's all you have to do. Bye.